What's up, folks? It's Nigel here, and you are watching one of the Dadvengers posts that are going to be coming quite often over the next few months. I'm here with Sienna. This is my daughter. Nens, what are we here for today?
We're here for Dadless Soul, which is a dad's group, and we're here to have fun, and I get to spend time with my daddy.
Perfect. It sounds like it's going to be a good day. Should we go and meet some people?
Yeah.
So I'm here in Worthing with Dan Flanagan.
Sunny Worthing.
Sunny Worthing.
Glad to be sunny. But look.
Did you prep this?
I did. I had a word with a man upstairs.
So you're here. You've got one of your Dadless Soul events happening today. Explain a bit about Dadless Soul.
It started about a year and a half ago. Basically, I run an organisation called Top Rockin' Beats, which is a intergenerational afternoon rave. So I've got soft play, I've got DJ equipment, but I'd walk around the parks and soft play on a Saturday with my son and see all these other dads on their own looking at their phones. But it would only so, well, what happens if I bring the soft play and sound system and give the dads somewhere to go? And it works. So, say the last year and a half, we do a different theme every month. So, DJ workshops, filmmaking workshops. I've liberated a load of cardboard from the back of a factory and we built some robots in an art gallery. And today we did a silent disco beach clean and seaweed tasting festival, because why not?
Why not, indeed. Now, it spawned from you with your own children, I'm guessing?
I've got a 7-year-old boy, and about 4 years ago I quit my sort of corporate role because I realised I was leaving very early in the morning, getting home very late at night, and never really seeing my son, or if it was, I'd see him just about time to put him to bed. And then I still wasn't present. I'd be on my mobile phone answering client emails because that was my role as a parent, to earn lots of money.
It's a tough old time being a dad and trying to be a hands-on dad as well.
There's no rule book. What I find is it's so common that dads are in a similar situation to I was, and then you'd have the kids on a Saturday, and where do you go? You end up just buying them stuff because that will make them love you, and actually what they want your time, and they want you to be able to get down on your hands and knees and play. But what if you've forgotten how to play? You know, you grow up and you become an adult, and you race up this career ladder to get more money to be able to support your family, because that's your role as a male. And it's not about buying the latest Lego. Buy some second-hand Lego, but spend a couple of hours on the floor using your imagination. So what we do is encourage the dads to play, but give them a chance to have a conversation as well, because the older we get, our social groups get smaller and smaller, and we end up living our lives through Facebook, or maybe having friends that our partners met on the school run.
Right, exactly. So are you finding that people that come down and get involved with Dadless Soul are learning again how to get involved and to play again? Yeah,
it's the idea is that every month we have a different skill that's taught by one of the dads. So everybody has a skill. You know, it might be, you're an engineer. Right, come and run the Lego class. We had an accountant. He said, well, what do I teach? 20 years ago, he was a notorious graffiti artist. Yes, now you've got something to teach us. You know, everybody's got something to offer. Then the kids kind of look at, my dad's kind of cool, and it will give you a chance to have a conversation with one of the other dads, because it opens up a whole different frame of reference.
So are you finding that you're getting a bit of a dad community growing?
Yeah, we got Dad's Army.
Dad's Army!
It is the idea. We're operational in Worthing. We've just started in Hurst Pier Point, and we launch in Brighton in September, and then we've got a plan to go ideally national, if not international, because nothing like this exists and it needs to exist, and we're getting emails from mums and dads.
Keith, you've been attending a Dadless Soul event today. How's it been?
Oh, it's been fantastic.
And how many times have you ever been to one of these events?
So, this is probably my third event.
And you're coming back, so obviously there's something you enjoy about it.
Oh, listen, I look forward to the days that when me and Sophia are together, and there happens to be a Dadless Soul event on. I always, no matter what's going on through the day, we prioritise any opportunity to come to one. Number one, my daughter's here, Her friend Beth's here as well. It's sunny outside. I'm here sat talking to you. Her brother and her mum are over there, basically.
Yeah.
Other parents or other fathers with their kids are all here.
Yeah.
Everybody's having a good time. People are chatting to each other. Never met each other before in their lives. Some of them. Some people have been coming to the Dad Soul events since day one with their kids.
Yeah.
Those kids are growing up together, participating in activities, spending good quality time, basically, and sharing both rainy days, snowy days, sunny days, basically together.
So how important do you think it is that we get some of the dads that maybe aren't as hands-on doing this kind of thing, getting involved with this kind of thing? Because there will be dads out there that think this is rubbish.
Absolutely. I'd challenge us, come along. But because it's not saying, hey fellas, come along and talk about your feelings, because you're feeling lonely, and we are, so come along, bring your 12 inches. Right, we're going to have a scratch workshop. Then, or bring a guitar, right, and then we're going to have a jam. We bring them in through these sort of creative endeavours. Then they get to learn to relax. Then they get to learn to put their hand up and say, you know what, I miss sports day again because my boss is up that won't give me family-friendly hours. We've got this private Facebook group, and what we've found is a lot of the dads are opening up for the first time about separation, about imposter syndrome, all these things that we take like this. And this is where the problems happen. This is why there's 84 men a week getting lost to suicide under the age of 45 in this country. Because men don't talk. But now we need to change the narrative of that. So we get them in with the fun activities where you can sit and play with your kids and learn that it's okay to be a bit daft, but also learn some cool stuff. So we had one of our dads that was a film director. He came in and showed us how to make films on a mobile phone. So next time it's a Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, it's pouring down with rain, you go, what do I do? Put the kids in front of them. You go, no, you know what? We're going to make our film. You're in charge of storyboard. You're in charge of makeup. You're in charge of special effects. And then you create something together. So, taking your skills, taking his skills, basically that's going to make us all better parents with a bigger artillery.
What other good resources are there out there? I mean, you're like one of the first, growing very fast into probably going to be one of the biggest, hopefully in the country. You want to spread out. What other good resources are there out there for dads?
There's go and see Elliot. He runs Leeds Dads, which is a similar organisation up in there. There's a group of guys called Let's Rock or Dads Rock up in Edinburgh. They're sort of more band orientated. And then there's a wonderful guy called Billy who runs Billy's House in East London, which is for dads that are on really minimal incomes, or that they're homeless, or they need to be resettled after they've been inside. So we've got this collection of these different dads doing very cool things, and the idea is that we bring them all together, and suddenly that's our armour.
So it becomes like almost a support network.
It's a national network.
That's amazing. So, what do you think is the hardest thing being a dad now, in this time, in this era? It's a difficult question.
It's being able to be yourself and stick your hand up and ask for help. I still struggle myself. I'm constantly learning, and the rules change, and maybe some of the ideas that we are so embedded in us as men are wrong, and the rules are changing. So it's to be open, and I think primarily within men we have this thing where we want to fix. There's a problem, we'll fix it. Yeah. Oh baby, you're crying. Right, come here, I sorted it. And actually it's not. We need to learn to listen.
That's really good advice. Really good advice. We all do. Admitting stuff and admitting you need help, men find hard to do.
Absolutely. We're not used to it. And if you did, you'd kind of be scorned and looked at as weak. But I know from personal experience, when you break, you need to ask for help, and that makes you just a stronger person. Because then you take this stuff on, and then you're able to help the next man, and the next man, and the next man, and the next man, and you help repair them, and then they go and repair somebody else. And that's a good thing.
So just before we go, you've got another event that happens, Top Rockin' Beats?
Rockin' Beats, which is an intergenerational afternoon rave. So That started 4 years ago on Father's Day. The idea is when I moved to this lovely town, I didn't really know anybody and quite lonely. Best thing to sort out loneliness, throw a party. So I did one. 450 people turned up on a Sunday afternoon.
450 people at your first event?
Yeah. We're now up to event 30. We've taken over there. Basically, we've done the largest event of its kind in the country. We have over 1,000 people, and that's from babies right the way through to a 97-year-old.
Absolutely great. I think I'm going to have to come down.
But the next one, 8th of September, just along the road. Our biggest one is New Year's Eve. We've made history. I had the idea to come in, put your watch forward 6 hours, and we did midnight at 6 o'clock. That convinced everybody it's midnight. Last year we did it twice in one day. We did midnight at 12, and we did because there was too many people. We're getting people from London and Norwich and stuff come in because it doesn't exist.
Wow.
It's good fun. So you have a proper rave, but we do virtual reality artwork. We have a massive sing-along, circus performers, soft play, Lego, ball pits. The bar's open, most importantly, so you can have a couple of treaty shandies, celebrate with your nearest and dearest, because the idea is that try and go out with New Year's Eve. Somebody's going to drop out because not all your friends can get babysitters.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to happen. We put babysitters out of business. Coming in, the kids can run wild. It's like a village atmosphere, so everybody's looking after each other's children. You have some proper old school tunes, and then by 7 o'clock you're home, bath and bedtime.
Thank you so much for chatting to me.
Thank you very much for coming down. Welcome to the Dad's Revolution.
Welcome, welcome. The revolution has begun.
Viva the revolution. Yes.
So there you have it, Dad La Soul. Did you have fun, Sienna?
Yes.
What were your favourite parts?
My favourite part was jumping in the sea and tasting seaweed.
Yeah, because you really like seaweed, don't you?
Yes.
You heard it from Dan. He thinks that events like this are important. That's why he's trying to grow Dad La Soul, and that's why he has another event called Tots Rocking Beats, which I'm going to check out. Keep your eye on the Dadvengers posts. Hopefully you will hear more about that. I think it's one that needs to be seen to be believed. Do you reckon you want to check that out?
Yes.
Cool. So, we'll see you soon. Check out Dad La Soul. They're cool.